Hello everyone, today we are focusing on hip mobility. Put your feet apart and slowly shift from one side to another. This is our warm-up for our hips today. Posture is nice and straight. Now bend your knees slightly and we're gonna draw a circle with our hips to one side and then to the other side. Nice and slow movements. Only our hips are moving through the full range of motion. Nice and slow. Great. For the next exercise, we're gonna sit on the floor and we're gonna drop one knee to the floor as much as it is possible for you. Our hands will be supporting us. You can also sit by the wall for the support. Posture is nice and straight. And now change the leg. And we're gonna do exactly the same. Our knees and feet are together and we're just dropping one knee to the floor. Our hands are supporting us and we're sitting nice and tall, remembering to breathe. For the next exercise, we're gonna take a position on all fours and we're gonna draw a nice big circle with our hip. Your foot could be up or down, it doesn't really matter. Again, we are doing a nice and slow movement, feeling that hip working and going at your own range of motion. Your core is very strong, your spine is neutral, not collapsing or arching. And you're focusing on your hip. Now let's change the leg and do the same movement, a nice big circle. It is a hard move, so take your time, take a break if needed, but it is a fantastic exercise to strengthen your hip joint and your glutes. Remember to have nice and strong core and neutral spine. The next exercise, we're gonna stay on our knees, but we're gonna put them wide apart in sort of diamond shape, and we're gonna go into dynamic child pose. So we're gonna sit with our arms forward, stand for a few seconds, and then we're gonna go forward and go back. Stand in each position for a few seconds. And feeling that stretch in your adductors and hips. the next exercise, we're gonna sit on the floor again, put our feet wide apart, and we're gonna drop both knees to one side and then to the other side. As with everything today, it's a very slow and controlled movement, and you're working with your own range of motion. Your back is leaning backwards for this exercise, and your arms are supporting you. With your back, you can see which position is more enjoyable for you. You can lean back or you can sit straighter. You can try and put a pillow under your glutes. Now we're gonna stay in the same position, but instead we're just gonna drop one knee inwards. Again, remember this, you're working just with your range of motion. And if you're a beginner, it might have a completely different angle to what I'm showing here. For the next exercise, you might want to take a cushion and put it under your knee. We are going into a modified pigeon stretch. So you can either lean forward with the help of the hands, as I'm doing here, or you can sit nice and straight. The leg at the back, you could bring it slightly towards you, or it can stay in the position I'm showing here. So you feel comfortable, but at the same time you feel the stretch. Change the leg. Now here I'm doing without the cushion, as my range of motion is permitting me to do so. You can experiment and see. You shouldn't feel any pain with any of the exercises, just a discomfort level, maybe 6, 7 out of 10. Now we're gonna stand on our knee for the adductor stretch, as well as hip stretch and ankle mobility. Put your hands on the floor. You can also put them on the sofa or a chair. A small movement is enough. Remember, as always, you're working with your own range of motion, and it should not feel painful. Remember to breathe through each stretch and stay at the end of each range of motion for a few seconds. Now we're going to change the leg, and this time I put a cushion under my knee for the additional comfort, and you can do the same as well if you have particularly sensitive knees, or if you have some knee pain or discomfort. This is great. Now we're gonna stay on our knee and go into the hip flexor stretch. Our posture is nice and straight. We're gonna stay in the stretch for about 5 seconds. I'm doing slight movements as well, but you don't have to. You can just stay still. And then we're gonna come out of it, change the leg, and repeat the exercise. Remember, nice and slow movements, breathing through the stretch, not withholding the breath, Our posture is nice and straight, and we are focusing on the stretch and on the sensation that it brings us. And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe.